I'm waiting for you all students. Yes, good afternoon. Puneet has came. Okay, I will wait for 1 or 2 minutes extra so that people should come. Okay, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, Shivam. Okay, let's start with the today's topic. Okay, today's class. So up till yesterday, you have done about your commercial bank and their function, its functions, primary, secondary functions, and the main important activity which the commercial bank do, the money creation or the credit creation, how the commercial bank create money, okay, or how the commercial bank can able to maintain the credit. Now you are coming with the next part of it, part of this chapter, which is your central bank or the Reserve Bank of India. Central bank is a apex body, or the father of all the banks, commercial banks, father of all the commercial banks. Just like you have your head as your principal, and we are also maintain our sir principal sir, same thing. This commercial banks maintain Reserve Bank of India, and all the rules regulations is control, evaluation, okay, all these things are being done by Reserve Bank for commercial banks. Or you can say that Reserve Bank able to guide commercial bank in the right path. If they face any problem, the Reserve Bank is always there to help the commercial bank. Okay, now we will come with the history of the central bank. That our central bank in India is Reserve Bank of India. Okay, and it has been established in 1st April 1985, sorry, 1935, And what is it? What will be the definition of the central bank? It's an apex body, means a important or a permanent body, okay, or a body which is very much important for everyone, that controls, operates, regulates, and directs the entire banking and monetary structure of the country. Means what is the work of the RBI or the Reserve Bank or the central bank in India? It first of all controls, second operates, do their work, third regulates and directs the entire, but directs means directs about the path, about the policies, about the regulations to the entire banking and monetary structure. The banking and the monetary, those institutions which deals with money terms are okay. So those monetary structure of the country or the money related structure in the country, all these things are being managed by this RBI. Okay, now this is the short which I've written, which you will give more important on these three lines of this RBI. Now there are many sentences are there. I will go with the book. Now see what is written in the book here. What it is written, first of all, this same definition which you have just heard just now from me. Now what it is known as, see at the next, it is known as the apex or supreme body, as it occupies the topmost position in the monetary and banking system of the country. All the financially developed countries have their own central bank. For example, in India, central bank is known as RBI. In Sweden, central bank will be known as Reserve Bank of Sweden, Reserve Bank of Sydney, etc. All this. Okay, central bank is the Reserve Bank of India. RBI was established in April 1st, 1935 under Reserve Bank of India Act passed in 1934. So under the Act of Reserve Bank of India 1934, RBI has been established in 1935. Now you will go through the several functions. What were the functions which the RBI performs for every commercial banks? Okay, first of all, what is its work? Currency authority. So what about this currency authority? Sole authority for issue of currency, means it is the sole and the most important authority who has the power to issue currency notes, issuing paper currency in the country, except 1 rupee notes and coins which is issued by Ministry of Finance. Means except the 1 rupee coins or notes are not being done by RBI, it is done by the Ministry of Finance, but rest of all the paper notes or or the coins is being issued by RBI. Okay, and you can able to know very nice, you have seen also in the paper notes RBI written, in the coins also RBI written, except in 1 rupee coin you will not see that RBI it is written there. It will be written, it is issued by Ministry of Finance. So next you are coming with banker to the government. Now what is this banker to the government? RBI act as a agent, banker and a financial advisor to the government. So how government is fruitful or government get help from RBI? As RBI works as an agent for the government related to all various information it gives to government. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. RBI also acts as a banker to the government, means for public who acts as a banker, the commercial banks. Okay, but for government who acts as a banker, central bank or the RBI. Okay, and a financial advisor. Financial advisor means related to money. What will be the financial condition? What is the financial condition for government? So all matters relating to financial matters is being done by RBI for government. And government is whom? Central and state, both the government. Okay. Now third, you are coming with bankers bank. What is bankers bank? You can able to understand from this two word only. Bankers bank means this RBI works as a banker for the bank, means it is the bank for all other commercial banks. Okay, just like a public requires money, he or she goes to bank, same thing the commercial banks also may require some money. So from where the commercial banks will get money or financial things? It will be given by RBI. It will be provided by whom? RBI. And supervisor means the RBI also acts as a supervisor for all other commercial banks. Okay. So as RBI is a banker for other bank, so there is some relationship with commercial banks. So as we public has a relationship with commercial bank, as all the money related terms are being done with the commercial banks with the public. So if commercial bank has a some relation in commercial for RBI, if RBI provides a banker's facility to other banks, then I can tell that other banks will have a relation with RBI, will have some relation with RBI, and it will work as a supervisor also. First point, custodian of cash reserve. What is it? Maintain a reserve with commercial bank. You have seen in the money creation or the credit creation of commercial bank that the commercial bank keep some amount of reserve with itself. Okay, that is known as LRR, legal reserve ratio. Now the commercial banks has to keep some amount of reserve with Reserve Bank also. The commercial bank has to keep some amount as a saving with whom? With Reserve Bank also. So that is the custodian of cash reserve. Okay, when the commercial bank keep or maintain a reserve with RBI, it is known as custodian of cash reserve. Second, you will be coming with lender of the last resort. What is this lender of the last resort? Last one to help the commercial banks. Now, when the commercial bank will face some crisis or some will be faced by the commercial bank, then whom the commercial bank will take help? First, the commercial bank will go to every other banks, for example Allahabad Bank, for example IndusInd Bank, all other bank, Punjab National Bank, etc., for its help. Okay, but if all the other banks fail to help, for example SBI gone for has faced some crisis, for that reason SBI has gone to some other banks, commercial banks, and the other commercial banks have failed to help SBI. Then at last, whom the SBI will take help? The RBI. So that's why it is known as lender of the last resort, the last one to help the commercial bank. And the last, what it is? Clearing house. What is clearing house? The central bank can easily settle claims of various commercial banks against each other by making debit and credit entries in their account. Means there are very much there are many claims, okay, with other with the commercial banks, with each other. Okay, SBI have some claim or some transaction with some other banks. Okay, all those transactions, okay, all those claims with each other is being cleared, is being solved by RBI. For example, when for example you have a brother or a sister, so when both of you start quarreling among something and you both of you are shouting, who comes to solve you? Your father or your mother or your parents or your grandmother, anybody else. Okay, so RBI is something like that. When commercial banks have claims against each other, not quarreling, not shouting, but some claims related to some financial things or matters. So who come to solve those, who comes to clear those? The RBI comes. And what is the means or instruments? The debit and credit entries in their account. By making all those things, the RBI able to clear it. Now this is the gist of these basic functions of central bank. I have made in one page only. There are many things written there. You will be coming one by one from your book. Okay, so I'll be reading it, you just see nicely. See what is it written here. Currency authority, bank of issue. Okay, central bank has the sole authority for issue of currency in the country. In India, Reserve Bank of India has the sole right of issuing paper currency notes except 1 rupee notes and coins which are issued by Ministry of Finance, which I have told just now. All the currency issued by the central bank is its monetary liability. That is, central bank is obliged to back the currency with assets of equal value to enhance the public confidence in paper currency. Okay, so what is it? It is telling that central bank is obliged to back the currency with assets of equal value to enhance the public confidence in public currency, paper currency. Now, if the paper currency does not have SBI stamp, RBI stamp, will you be confident about that note? No. Whenever you will get that confidence, how you will get that confidence? Okay, this paper currency has some value. When you will see the RBI stamp is there, or the governor of the RBI, etc., all those people's signature is there, then you can tell that okay, that note has some value. Now what is the advantage of sole authority of note issue with RBI? Now why RBI only issuing the note? What is the advantage of it? First of all, it leads to uniformity in note circulation. Means if RBI is making, then what? It will circulate the notes in equal manner. Not that in some area you will see there are many money moving or money supply is going on in the hand of public, or in some area and region you will see that no, there is no such money supply there. There is acute shortage of money supply. So since RBI is making the note issue, then what happens? There is uniform manner the circulation of notes or the printing of notes are being done. Next point comes, it gives the central bank power to influence money supply, because currency with public is a part of money supply. So it gives the central bank power to influence money supply because currency with public is a part of money supply. So since RBI is issuing the notes, then the RBI will be having what? Influencing the money supply, which is in the hand with the public. Third, it enables the government to have supervision and control over the central bank with respect to issue of notes. So government will also have some supervision and control over the central bank with respect to the issue of notes. Fourth, it ensures public faith in the currency system. I have told previously that since RBI is a apex body, a supreme body, if it has a signature or it has a stamp in notes, then you can tell that you can able to have, the public can able to have trust or faith upon that note. Last point, it helps in stabilization of internal and external value of currency. So the RBI can able to stable whatever the external currency or the internal currency or the value of currency. So in other words, it can able to balance. Okay, since the RBI can able to RBI has a sole authority, so the RBI can able to do what? The RBI can able to